Hi, welcome to my newest design, the Kingfisher. This is once again a plane that's made for aesthetic reasons first and then flight second. So I really like the way it looks. You have this little beak here in front and then kind of a head thing and then the wings. Really like the way these layers flow. I think it looks beautiful from above. From the side it's okay, but especially from above it looks really good, I think. The way it flies is not the most exciting. So it flies pretty good, but it's just flies in a straight line, and that's it basically. Hi, I'm using A4 paper. It's just the weight is kind of printer quality, so like 80 grams. You don't really want to use anything heavier or lighter. Heavier and the layers will get too thick. Lighter and you will also get, it won't be strong enough and it will tear in some parts. So we're going to start by folding it in half this way. And as usual, you want to make sure it's aligned perfectly. So just check both sides and this looks good. Then we're going to fold the corners towards the center crease. And you want to leave a substantial gap here, at least 2 millimeters. If you don't do this, the paper will rip later on, so make sure you leave this gap. Okay, then we're going to fold towards the previous fold, like so, on both sides. Flip over the paper and fold the tip towards the back. Like so. Flip over the paper again. Now we're going to fold from the front here. We're going to take this flap. We're going to fold towards this corner. And you don't want to fold all the way because then it might tear. So leave like 1 millimeter over there. Just don't stress the paper too much or it will tear as it does now. So that's a good demonstration, I suppose. So don't do that. It's better to just leave a tiny gap there, like so. Then flip it over again, and now the hardest part. So what we want to do here is take this edge and fold it towards the center. I mean not the center, but leave the 2 millimeter gap and fold to that. You have to leave the gap, and these are really thick layers. You want to start from the front and then slowly work your way to the back. And extend this crease here, extend this all the way to the front of the plane. And then here in the end, this creates a little pocket. And you can kind of swivel it around. So the way I make it is, you make it parallel to the front of the plane, like so. And then just flatten it. And this can be a bit messy, and that's really fine. The most important thing is that you leave this gap in the middle. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So start from the back. And slowly work your way to the front, keeping this gap in the middle. And then make it parallel to the front, like so. If these aren't completely equal, that's really fine, doesn't really matter. Then we're going to take this tip and fold it up on itself towards the front. But you don't want to do it right at these flaps, you want to leave a little gap there. Like half a centimeter is fine, it's really a judgment fold. Just don't want to, you don't want to touch this because then the layers get even thicker and the paper might rip. So once that's done, we're going to flip over the paper again. What you want to do is open these flaps and fold towards that crease that we made before. So, like so. And then close up on that crease again. Do the same on the other side. So open this flap, fold this edge towards that crease. Like so. And fold once more. Then we're going to take these little flaps and fold them around this edge. Now what we want to do is close up the plane, but as we do so, you want to tuck one flap here under this pocket, then another over the other flap also in the other pocket. as we close the plane up. So this step is also a bit tricky, but just gently slide it in, take your time, don't push it too much, and sometimes it helps if you start closing from the bottom and then roll towards the top. Just something like this, and I hope you can see this. I'm gonna try to show it to the camera, so stick both in there at the same time, and then just gently close it up like this. Now what you want to do is, so what that did is it's going to create a lock that keeps the fuselage closed and that keeps everything in its shape. And it's quite fragile, so for the next step we're going to make the wings. And what we want to do is align, have this edge parallel to the bottom of the fuselage. But you can't go all the way towards the bottom. You need to leave a gap of about ½ centimeter, because else you rip the lock there. So something like this. I hope you can see this. So about ½ centimeter and parallel to the bottom. Then we fold the other wing to match. Like so. Then all we need to do is make the winglets, and for that we're going to fold the tip of the wing towards this edge. You want to have this flap, this layer, parallel to the back of the plane. So it looks something like this. So you see this flap is parallel to this, and this is aligned with this edge. You do the same on the other side. And then the plane is finished. So to tune it, I keep the wings sort of flat, maybe slightly angled upwards, but mostly flat. The winglets straight up, and I add a lot of up elevator. That really is necessary. And you probably need some left or right rudder eventually, but you can just adjust it here. Okay, hope you like this plane. Have fun flying it.